Welcome to this special edition of Shropshire Business Live TV, coming to you from the 2025 Shropshire, Telford and Wrekin Apprenticeship Awards. We've been front of stage and backstage to get all the action from this year's competition, where 7-star apprentices and 3-star apprentice employers were crowned, followed by 2 overall apprentices of the year. Let's dive straight in and join the celebrations.
Welcome. Thank you so much for supporting this event this year. This is the second year that we've held the Shropshire, Telford and Wrekin Apprenticeship Awards. We introduced it last year because there'd never been anything like this in the county before, something that supports and celebrates star apprentices, but also the employers as well, which is so important because they're the big supporters of apprenticeships, without whom none of our apprentices would be able to find employment and earn and learn at the same time. So it's great to see so many people here. Last year was a huge success, and I've got a feeling tonight we're going to have the same kind of vibe in the room. One thing just to mention very quickly, I know lots of you have been to the bar already. We're going to be serving our starter in about 10 minutes. There will be a reduced bar service during the meal, so if you haven't topped up your drinks, the next 5 or 10 minutes might be a good time to do it. It won't be closed, but it will be a reduced service at the bar. Before I go any further, though, I just do want to say a huge thank you to all of our sponsors, some of whom are back with us again this year and some who've joined us for the first time. It's no exaggeration to say, without them, we simply wouldn't be holding this event. So to our headline sponsors, Telford College, give us a cheer. You can read all about their apprenticeship support in our programme tonight. To our associate supporters, the Marches Careers Hub, where are they? We'll be having a chat with Andrian a little bit later on. And then also to our category sponsors, keep the applause coming. Purple Frog Systems for IT and digital industries. Incom Training Services for manufacturing and engineering. Keele University for health and social care. SBC Training for business, legal and finance. J&PR for creative and media. WR Partners for early years and education. Paverways Limited for construction and civil engineering. McPhillips for Small Employer of the Year. Anta Education for Medium-Sized Employer of the Year. And Shrewsbury College for Large Employer of the Year. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks also to the team from Start Tech of Shrewsbury. Give them a cheer for sponsoring tonight's programme. Now, this event by the businesses behind Shropshire Business Live TV, which is Shropshire Business Magazine, Shropshire Live and Baxter Production. And the Sbltv cameras are going to be roaming around tonight. You may have seen them already. As Ben is over there, and there'll be a few more. So if you're sitting with someone that you're not supposed to be with tonight, this is the time to move, basically, because we're going to be making a video out of this evening. We'll be putting a highlight stream online over the next couple of days. For now, though, folks, please do enjoy your meals, and we'll be back with much more later on. Thank you very much, folks. See you later. Just to tell you a little bit about the competition, for those that are not too familiar or certainly weren't here last year, the rules are the same as they were in 2024, which is that individual categories for our awards were open to any apprentices either living or working in Shropshire or Telford and Wrekin, either currently or at any time in the past 2 years. And the shortlisting and the winners were chosen by a panel of independent judges from a wide range of local business sectors. And I've written this down and I've highlighted it because I must remember to tell you this. They asked specifically to pass on their congratulations to everybody in the room. They said the quality and the quantity of entries that we had this year made their job very, very difficult. Not just the shortlisting, but also selecting the winners as well. So we've got 12 awards to hand out tonight, celebrating apprentices and employers as well. Before we do, I just want to invite onto the stage one of our associate partners tonight to find out a little bit more about what they do and have a chat about some work placement opportunities and other ideas. So please give a round of applause to Andrea and Usherwood-Brown from our associate supporters, the Marches Careers Hub. Now, when I started tonight, we made it clear in the room there's probably about 2/3 of the people here who weren't with us this time last year. So for people that don't know, tell us a little bit about your job in the organisation.
So my role is to really bridge the gap between education and the world of work. So I've got 3 of my colleagues here at the table. They manage working with educational institutions and then a network of business volunteers. And it's really about making sure that young people develop the skills, knowledge and behaviours to make informed decisions about their next best step. So ensuring that when you're recruiting your apprentices, the education that they've had has been employer informed. And we've got quite a few of our volunteers actually in the room here today.
Give us a cheer if you're a volunteer. Where are you? There we go. There we go. Now, and obviously the link between education and employers is what this is all about tonight. And I know that one of the things that you're particularly looking at the moment in your organisation is the idea of work placements and sort of maybe modernising the way they work. Is that right?
Definitely. So traditionally, when young people go out, it's year 10 and it is a block 5-day work experience placement. Government announced their vision for a youth guarantee and 2 weeks worth of experiences of the workplace. We are looking at making an equitable, flexible approach. So this academic year, we are piloting varied, innovative experiences of the workplace from year 7 right the way up to year 10. So that is a flexible approach that can be adapted by any employer, no matter the size or resource. It could be a couple of hours, a half a day, a week, or extended placements, and really looking at changing the way that we deliver that so that young people are ready for the world of work.
How do employers get involved in that then? Do they need to make themselves known to you or step forward? Or?
Yep, definitely. If you pop on over to table 2, or our website is marchescareershub.co.uk. We are on LinkedIn as well, and then one of my lovely team will get in touch and we will literally hold your hand through the whole process.
Is this all part of the strategy then to level the playing field and remove barriers and, you know, help people that may be finding they've got disadvantages in any way?
Definitely. It's about narrowing the gap for disadvantage, ensuring that their skills are developed and utilised, and really helping to reduce our skills shortages for our local economy to help it to grow. And obviously for our young people that don't have the resources that some of their counterparts have, it's about opening up to those wider opportunities.
Excellent. What's changed in the last 12 months and since we were last sat here? How different is your role now to maybe 12 months ago?
It's still the same. We're still fighting the same battle, trying to get employers in as early as possible to inspire and inform young people. However, we do have more of an emphasis around those real-world experiences. We know that our young people can't develop all of that knowledge and skills in the classroom. We need to get them out into industry. And get you guys to really shout about the great opportunities that you offer so that early on they know about the fantastic opportunities available locally.
Because it sounds very much, doesn't it, with some of the noises that are coming out of the government at the moment, that they're trying to promote a recognition of the fact that there are so many different career paths available to people now. University obviously suits some people, for other people apprenticeships, but you know that people shouldn't need to be feeling any pressure to go in a particular direction. So is one of your jobs to help communicate that to people?
Definitely. It's about opening their mind to challenging those stereotypes. So they might be interested in a particular sector or specific career, but actually there are various different roles that make up those sectors and pathways. And actually they don't need to decide early on that they're going to stick with the career for the rest of their life. It's about them developing those transferable skills so they can make those changes throughout their journey. And
that's soft skills as well, isn't it? You know, interpersonal skills and things like that, not just academic qualifications.
No, it's all of those essential timekeeping, communication, those skills that we actually use on a day-to-day basis.
I'll ask you one more question, which has got 2 strands to it. One, what's the best thing about your job, and what's the biggest challenge?
Ooh. The best thing about my job is obviously we work across Telford, Shropshire and Herefordshire. So the work that we do impacts like a phenomenal amount of young people. One of our biggest barriers, I would say, is there are a lot of employers doing a lot of great work to support our young people, but we need to continue growing that. So it's about ensuring that we are joining it all up. So there's employers that are doing some great stuff, but we might not be aware of it. They might not be aware of the support that we can offer. So it's really about kind of us helping you to elevate that and highlight the great work that you have got. And we've got a lot of resource that we can provide.
Excellent. Table 2, give us a cheer. That's where you need to go, folks. If you think that anything Andriana's had to say here chimes with your business, you'd love to talk to them, wouldn't you?
Lovely,
Table 2.
definitely.
Let's hear it, folks, for Andriana Usherwood-Brown from March's Career Sub. Thank you very much.
So let me just give you an idea about how the awards are going to work. We've got 10 category winners to announce tonight, and then we'll also, at the end of that, be announcing 2 overall champions. So the 10 categories, 7 individual categories and 3 for employers. Then at the end of the night, we'll be announcing 1 overall Apprentice of the Year for Telford and Wrekin, and an overall Apprentice of the Year for Shropshire. In each category, I'm going to introduce the 3 finalists that we've got, tell you a little bit about each of them, and then we'll be inviting the sponsor of the category up onto the stage to announce the winner. Now, the exciting bit, I mentioned earlier that the Shropshire Business Live TV cameras are here tonight. Through those doors at the back, towards the bar where you came in, we're going to have a bit of a green room set up there, so we would love our sponsors and our winners, when they've been up here and collected their trophies, to head out the back door and have a chat with my colleague Chris Pritchard for the first exclusive reaction about how they're feeling. So that's for the sponsors and also for our winners. So, shall we hand out some awards? Yes. You sure? That's good. Right, our first award tonight is the Manufacturing and Engineering Apprentice of the Year. This category is sponsored by Incom Training, so I'd like to invite Gareth Jones from Incom to the stage. He's going to announce the winner. Give him a round of applause. I've got it wrong already. It's Paul Hodgetts. You wait there, Paul, with that envelope, while I tell you a little bit about some of the finalists. Now, our first finalist, and please do cheer wildly when you see or hear anything you recognise. Our first finalist is Tom Farquharson from Iconsis. Tom is training with Shrewsbury Colleges Group. His outstanding dedication, inspiring personal journey and impressive progression within the engineering industry over a short period of time are the basis of his nomination. His employers describe him as an exceptional asset. Next up we have Ryan Millington. Ryan works for the NHS and does his apprenticeship with Telford College. Colleagues say Ryan's displayed a genuine eagerness to develop his skills and knowledge in hospital engineering and shown exceptional commitments. They say his enthusiasm, professionalism and drive to continuously improve sets him apart. And thirdly we have Agatha Serafin. Known as Aggie, I'm reliably informed. She works at Elite Precast Concrete and studies at Telford College. They're going to be trouble tonight, I can tell that. She always wanted to work within engineering and design, and colleagues say her enthusiasm to learn and progress is witnessed every day. She's recently been helping with the design and development of a new electric vehicle charging block. So those are our 3 manufacturing and engineering finalists. Let's find out who the winner is.
Okay, firstly, well done to all the finalists. We're very honoured to sponsor this award. And the winner is the Manufacturing Engineering Apprentice of the Year, Agatha Serafin.
I would like to say a thank you for my company for hiring me and supporting me in every possible way they can. They always cheer me up in anything. And I'd also like to say a thank you for my family and my friends, always helping me out and making sure that I don't give up and keep pushing on.
Okay, our second award tonight is for the IT and digital industries. This is an Apprentice of the Year sponsored by Purple Frog Systems. Please give a round of applause to Alex Whittles, who's coming to the stage to announce this one. You have one of those, thank you. So our first finalist in this category is Freddie Foster from Connexis. This is what Freddie has to say in his own words. He says, from the latter part of secondary school, I knew that an apprenticeship was the right path for me. I was drawn to the opportunity to gain hands-on experience while earning a qualification rather than following a purely academic route. Since joining the company, I've developed a wide range of technical and soft skills, and working in a support role has particularly strengthened my problem-solving abilities. Our second finalist is Josh Howes from the Learning Community Trust. Josh joined the Trust's central IT services team as an apprentice after a career change from working in recruitment. And this is what his colleagues say. Josh's dedication and passion is second to none, going out of his way to support all, making time to ensure everyone gets the chance to have dedicated support, and is willing to work over and above to ensure a task is completed if he knows it'll impact on teaching the next day. He's studying at Telford College. And thirdly, we have Kieran Walker from Start Tech. Kieran's apprenticeship has resulted in Start Tech offering him a full-time position as a level 1 help desk technician. After earning a degree in football coaching, a change in personal circumstances led him to reconsider his career path. He says he was drawn to the fast-paced, problem-solving nature of the field and chose an apprenticeship to gain hands-on experience and industry-recognised skills. Over to Alex to announce the winner.
Thanks, Carl. Firstly, on behalf of all the team at Purple Frog Data Analytics, well done to all the finalists. Incredibly strong lineup. You all need to be very, very proud of getting this far. There can, unfortunately, only be one winner. And the winner of the IT and Digital Industries Apprentice of the Year is Josh House. So big congratulations to Josh, winner of a very hard-fought category. Really good to see the quality of candidates coming through apprenticeships in the area, especially in the IT and digital sector, rapidly growing area, constantly evolving. Apprenticeships are a vital part of cultivating new talent, and great to see Josh as the winner of this category. So congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Josh, how do you feel about winning?
Very, very happy, to be fair. Obviously, I know Freddie, who was up for a finalist as well, so I know obviously I was up against a pretty strong lineup, to be fair. But yeah, glad to be taking it home tonight.
Okay, next up we have the Apprentice of the Year in Health and Social Care. This one is sponsored by Keele University. So please welcome Business Engagement Manager Steve Morris to the stage to announce the winner. Here you go, Steve. Have one of those. So now, the one thing we do know in this category is that Coverage Care will be celebrating tonight, as will SBC Training, because all three finalists have that double combination. They work for Coverage Care and do their training through SBC. The first finalist is Aaron Capener. Aaron achieved a distinction overall for his adult care worker apprenticeship. He's described as a good team player who leads by example when mentoring new staff or agency staff, and someone where a positive work ethic means he's working really hard. Next up we have Keely Martin. Now, Keely said she wanted to get better at communicating with people and gain more confidence in herself, and she has succeeded. Her assessor says she's excelling at her role, motivated to learn, and showing really positive interactions with members of the team, plus individuals that she supports, some of whom have communication difficulties themselves. And thirdly, we have Christina Snellgrove. Christina is described as a kind, caring and compassionate adult care worker who was introduced to jobs in the care sector by taking the plunge when she was new to the Shropshire area. She brings life experience, effective communication and commitment to her role, demonstrating empathy and discretion. Three really strong candidates in this category. Over to Steve to announce the winner.
On behalf of Keele University, congratulations to all the finalists. And the winner of the Health and Social Care Apprentice of the Year Award is Keely Martin.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I obviously didn't believe it was going to be me, but obviously I won. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's helped me to get me here today.
Congratulations to Keely. Now, our fourth award tonight is for the Construction and Civil Engineering Apprentice of the Year. This is sponsored by Paverways. Please welcome Victoria Lawson to the stage to announce the winner of this one. Have a gold envelope. Thank you. Once again, three finalists in this category. The first one is Kyle Blower from LG Blower Bricklayers. Now, Kyle is a two-time Skill Build finalist who's demonstrated outstanding skill and craftsmanship, earning recognition as the overall winner of the prestigious Guild of Bricklaying Award. He works within his father's company, meaning I can imagine the pressure and expectations are probably much higher, but he's thrived in this challenging environment. Next up we have Hannah Davis from SJ Roberts. After developing an interest in architecture, she chose an apprenticeship which has allowed her to combine architecture, an apprenticeship and a university education as well. Managers describe her as an invaluable member of the design team whose attention to detail is exemplary, and they say she's so much more than an apprentice. She is undoubtedly a bona fide member of the team. And thirdly, we have Tom Potts from Morris Property. Tom is studying with Shrewsbury College. Originally offered an apprenticeship in 2019, he chose architecture at university, but after 2 years realised that his calling lay on the construction site and not being behind the drawing board, and he's now completing a site management apprenticeship with Morris Property. Over to Victoria to announce the winner.
Evening, everybody. Paperways are delighted to sponsor this category for a second year, and it was a real tough decision coming to the winner. And the winner for the 2025 Construction and Civil Engineering Apprentice of the Year is Honor Davis.
Congratulations to Honor Davis, Construction and Civil Engineering Apprentice of the Year. Don't forget about your media interview now. That's it, off she goes to the back. Another reluctant interviewee, excellent. Okay, our fifth award tonight is the Business, Legal and Finance Apprentice of the Year. This is sponsored by SBC Training. Let's have a round of applause for Colin Thor, who's going to announce the winner of this one. Our first finalist in this category is Maddie Armstrong of Howden Insurance. Since joining the company in September last year, staff say she's made remarkable progress and quickly become an integral part of the team. Coming from a completely different background, having previously worked on a fishmonger's stand, she embraced the transition to an office-based role in the insurance industry with enthusiasm and determination. Finalist number 2 is Summer Craven of Dodd Group. Summer joined the company this time last year, initially for a reception and administration role, but staff said they quickly realised there was more to Summer than met the eye and approached her about working her way up through the HR department instead, and she agreed. One of her colleagues says this: Summer is a ray of sunshine and brightens up every room she enters. I don't know how we'd cope without her now. That's Summer Craven. Our third finalist is Jess Slater from Reconomy in Telford. Jess has embraced the learning journey, demonstrated a passion and curiosity for her organisation and work, and shadowed key departments. She's also been put forward to complete a team leader and management qualification, recognition of her capabilities, and the company says an example of how apprenticeships can be the stepping stone to progression and further growth. I'm sure we'd all agree with that. Over to Colin to announce the winner.
It's a great honour for SBC Training to be able to be in a position to sponsor this award. Well over 40 years ago, my colleague Claire Schaefer started SBC Training, and the first type of activities we got involved in were working with business and finance apprentices, so it's great for us. The winner of the award this year is Summer Craven. Well, Summer, very, very, very great congratulations. I'm Colin from SBC Training, and we're delighted to present you with this strongly fought award. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Summer. How did it feel going up and collecting that award when your name was called out and there you were sat there and then you knew you had to go up to the stage? Was that exciting?
Yeah, it was very exciting. I wasn't expecting it at first, but it was good, yeah.
Right, we move on now to the Creative and Media Apprentice of the Year. This is sponsored by J&PR from Wellington. I'd like to invite two people from the company, Kirsty Smallman and Ria Alton, to the stage, a double act to announce the winner of this one. They're in media, you see. They know the benefits of the profile they'll get by both being on stage, that's why. Okay, so let's meet the finalists in this category. The first finalist is Phoebe Clear from Schneider Electric. Phoebe has been with the company for 2 years and fully embedded herself as an active contributor. She's taken full ownership of the e-commerce relationship and account management in the electrical distribution category and contributed to increasing e-commerce growth by 10% in a challenging market environment. The second finalist from Purple Frog Systems is Charlie May Grimston. I think they're over there. The company described her as an exceptional multimedia marketing apprentice who's demonstrated outstanding dedication, creativity and impact. They say she's been instrumental in managing event swag budgets across 6 international events over the globe and consistently delivers high-quality work while continuing to expand her skill set by attending training and webinars. And thirdly, we have Ellie Hendley from Telford College. So Ellie both works and studies with Telford College. She's based in the marketing department, and the college describe her as a remarkable young person, coming into the role with a thirst for learning, happy to try her hand at any new tasks thrown her way. She's been involved with big campaigns since joining the team, providing new perspectives and contributing valuable social media research. Over to the J&PR crew to announce the winner.
Well, it's a real privilege to sponsor this category, so thanks to Carl and the team for allowing us to do that. And it fills me with great confidence that I'll be able to retire very soon, because these young people are definitely working very hard in the industry, so it's a real privilege. Thank you.
And the winner of the Creative and Media Apprentice of the Year is Charlie May Grimston.
I'm very thrilled and very overwhelmed about it. I just want to say thank you to everyone and thank you to Purple Frog for this amazing opportunity. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kirsty from J&PR. We sponsored the creative media category this evening, and it was a really, really tough decision when we were shortlisting. Every young person that had been entered by their employer was absolutely phenomenal, but Charlie's really stood out for us as an absolute winner. Doing global events as an apprentice was just so absolutely brilliant. So we wish Charlie and everyone at Purple Frogs all the best for the future.
So one more individual apprentice award to hand out, and that is the Apprentice of the Year for Early Years and Education. This one is sponsored by WR Partners, who were one of our company winners last year. Please give a welcome to Laura Jones, who's coming to announce the winner. Keep applauding, it makes me feel less awkward, that's it. I didn't want you to feel like you've got to walk quicker, that's good, absolutely. Okay, let's meet our 3 finalists. The first finalist is Joseph Archer from Belvedere School. Joseph is developing confidence in his approach to teaching assistant work and his confidence as a person too. He's happy and willing to share his experiences, conscientious in all that he does, and children, his managers say, are drawn to his gentle, patient nature. Our second finalist is Kylie Bowditch of Southall School. Kylie described herself as quite reserved about taking on an apprenticeship study programme alongside a full-time job and a busy family home. But she's turned this around and her managers say has demonstrated a can-do approach, making good progress. And our third finalist is Tom Miles from Castlehouse School in Newport. Now, Tom actually began his career in a completely different field before realising, he says, that his creative talents were those of a caring nature which would be better placed supporting and helping others. His flair and creativity, his employers say, ensured fantastic learning opportunities for children, and he received a distinction in his end point assessment. Over to Laura to announce the winner.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here to present this award on behalf of WR Partners, as these apprentices are doing such incredible work to help support and develop children in their early lives, which is so very important. So the winner is, sat on my table at the back, Tom Miles.
An incredible opportunity. I really thought I wasn't going to win, and it's just surreal to be here. I think I'm 28 and I thought apprenticeships were for teenagers, and I think anything is possible when you put your mind to it. And if anyone's watching that wants to do apprenticeships, go for it. It will lead you to infinite possibilities. It's worth doing.
Yeah, and I'm Laura, WR Partners, and we are sponsoring the Early Years and Education category, which is great because I think the work that you guys are doing is so important. I've got children myself, so I know what it's like to have people taking care of them, and it's absolutely pivotal at the early part of the life and the development, and the things you're doing for the young, the younger generation is fantastic. So.
And it's so overlooked, and Castle House are the ones that are supporting me for this, and I want to thank them for giving me the opportunity. All schools and early years out there need the support, and it's brilliant to have days like this to celebrate them.
Yeah, and your nomination really stood out as well, so that was fantastic to see. So thank you. Oh, thank you.
Tonight. So I can tell you that 2 of the people that you've met so far are going to be back on stage shortly when we crown an overall Apprentice of the Year for Shropshire and an overall Apprentice of the Year for Telford and Wrekin. In the meantime, though, we now move on to our Employer of the Year awards, and we have 3 categories based on the size of the business. So we'll start with our small Employer of the Year. This is sponsored by the reigning Shropshire Company of the Year, McPhillips in Wellington. Please give a round of applause to Stuart Bishop, who's coming to the stage to announce the winner of this one. Okay, once again in these company categories we have 3 finalists in each one. So our first finalist in this category is CQS Solutions from Telford. A firm of quantity surveyors with a proud record of using apprenticeships and training to develop its staff and deliver an award-winning service. The business has seen continuous growth since its launch over 15 years ago, much of which it attributes to the quality of its staff. CQS has supported 7 employees through university over the past 10 years, including Associate Director Richard Vickers. The second finalist is Purple Frog Systems from Telford. Apprenticeships are at the very heart of the talent strategy and long-term growth of this business, a powerful way, they say, to nurture talent, inject fresh thinking into digital services and support young people in launching meaningful careers. Since 2021, Purple Frog has employed 2 apprentices and 1 graduate across digital marketing and data science, and all of them are remaining with the business now in permanent roles. And our third finalist in this category is Start Tech from Shrewsbury. Apprenticeships are embedded, they say, in the DNA of this IT and cybersecurity business. They've got a 25-strong team, including T-level students as well as apprentices. But they've supported 7 apprentices, all of whom are still with the business today. 2 of them have progressed into leadership roles, and 1, they say, is being mentored to become the company's next managing director. So watch this space. No pressure, eh? Over to Stuart.
Okay, on behalf of McPhillips, well done to all. And the winner is Start Tech.
Amazing. Felt, we're proud of what we do through apprenticeships and growing our own, and to have an award for it, it's been amazing, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Apprenticeships are so important to us at Start Tech. We've had great success with them, and many more to come.
You can probably guess where we're going now. From small employer, we move to medium-sized employer of the year. This one is sponsored by Anta Education in Telford. Give a round of applause to Craig Howard, who's going to be coming to announce the winner. He's got the full walk-up length of the hall as well, which is great. Right, let's meet the finalists in this category. First up, we have Iconsys from Telford. Independent Control Systems, to give them their full title, has expanded its workforce by 35% over the last 2 or 3 years. It's passionate advocates of apprenticeships, recognising them not only as a pathway into engineering, but as long-term investment in the future of the company and the wider industry too. Iconsys has welcomed a 5th apprentice in its September intake. Next up we have Paverways from Wrekin. This construction company, another former Shropshire Company of the Year, has been nurturing apprentices for over 50 years and supported more than 70 people into careers in construction. In the last 15 years, it's been committed to taking on at least 3 apprentices every year, and this year, so far, has taken on 5, expanding into a broader range of roles across the business. And the third finalist is Shingler Group from Middle. Over the past 6 years, this company's created a robust apprenticeship programme which has seen over 20 students flourish in skilled and confident young professional roles. Directors say they're deeply invested in guiding the next generation of tradespeople, and the high retention rates of their apprentices, they say, reflects the company's strong culture of support and enthusiasm. So, 3 strong finalists once again. Over to Craig to announce the winner.
Good evening, everybody. Genuinely, I'm really proud that we were able to sponsor this award. The winner of Medium Employer is Paverways.
So we are Paverways Limited. My name's Stephen Owen, and this award is fantastic for us. Second year in a row we've won it, and it's testament probably to the commitment that we put in year after year for all of our team to ensure that we continue to develop people who can follow in the steps of our fantastic employees that we've got. And you look at the people that we've got here, and they're just amazing. And if we bring on people like Evie through, and she becomes as good as Charlie, who we've got as our finance director, then she's going to be amazing. And that's what drives us through.
Okay, one more Employer of the Year category to hand out now, and that's for Large Employer of the Year. This one is sponsored by Shrewsbury College. Please welcome Jules Rhodes to the stage to announce the winner of this one. Right, let's meet the finalists here. The first finalist is Housing Plus Group from Telford. I'm not sure they're here, don't know. The Telford-based company is proud to champion apprenticeships as a vital pathway, it says, into meaningful careers. As one of the largest housing associations, not just in the West Midlands, but in the Midlands as a whole, more than 100 staff are actively engaged now in apprenticeships, from new entrants building technical skills to long-serving employees undertaking higher-level leadership apprenticeships. Next, we have Rico UK Products from Telford. By offering diverse apprenticeship programs in areas such as IT, engineering, customer service and business admin, Rico provides people with hands-on experience that help them to develop crucial skills. The company's played an active role in encouraging apprentices to compete in world skills and international competition that highlights excellence in vocational training. And last but not least, we have S.J. Roberts from Marsden. Based on the West Shropshire border, the company has supported nearly 200 young people starting their careers in construction. It's currently ranked at number 13 on the UK government's 2025 list of the top 50 SME apprenticeship employers, and that's also the highest in the West Midlands. Later this year, the company will also be opening an in-house training hub to support staff CPD, which is especially going to be useful for those mentoring apprentices. 3 fabulous finalists in this category. Over to Jules to announce the winner.
Thank you. So tonight is the closest I was going to get to being able to announce an Oscar or a Grammy, so I thought I was going to milk it. But in all fairness, this is a little bit more exciting for me personally, because it actually celebrates employers, the hard work and the motivation that they put in to shaping the future of apprenticeships for us here in Shropshire, Telford and Wrekin. At risk of being ushered off the stage by Carl, like Kanye West at the MTV Awards, there's no further ado. I'll celebrate the large Employer of the Year 2025 is... I always wanted to say drum roll, please. Thank you. S.J. Roberts.
Massive thank you to Shrewsbury College. We work really hard, think a lot about apprentices, so well deserved. Thank you.
We have 2 more awards to hand out tonight, and these are the most prestigious individual awards of the year. One is a Telford and Wrekin Overall Apprentice of the Year, and one is an overall Shropshire Apprentice of the Year. These are both going to be handed out by our headline sponsor tonight, Telford College. Please welcome the Principal and Chief Executive of Telford College, Lawrence Wood. So our first award is the Telford and Wrekin Apprentice of the Year for overall star performer across all categories. The qualifying mark for this is they either had to be living in Telford and Wrekin or working with a Telford and Wrekin employer. Let's find out who the winner is.
It's a real privilege to represent Telford College and to sponsor these awards. I've worked here for a year now. I joined Telford College just over a year ago, and I've been really impressed and taken aback actually by the amount of energy and effort that goes into supporting young people in Shropshire, Telford and Wrekin. It's phenomenal, and we must continue it. They need it more than ever, don't they really? And I've been so impressed by the employers that I've spoken to and the efforts and energy that they put into supporting young people to achieve is amazing. So well done to everybody. Now, the winner of the Apprentice of the Year for Telford and Wrekin, sponsored by Telford College, is Agatha Seraphin. It's a real privilege to sponsor the overall winner, and having someone like Agatha win is absolutely fabulous because she's proved what it takes to be an outstanding apprentice. She works hard, she's dedicated, and she gives it her all. Don't you?
Yes, I do. I never give up. I always push myself all the way, so I can always prove to everyone that I can do it, and I did it.
Yeah.
So if we've done that for Telford and Wrekin, it's only fair we do exactly the same for Shropshire. And the qualifying criteria was the same for our Shropshire Apprentice of the Year. It goes to an overall star apprentice, either living in Shropshire or working with a Shropshire-based employer. Back to Lawrence to announce our second overall winner.
Thank you, Carl. And the winner of the Apprentice of the Year, Shropshire, sponsored by Telford College, is Honor Davis.
Yeah, I'm just very overwhelmed and very grateful and very appreciative of the support that S.J. Roberts has given me.
So overall star performer, overall winner for Shropshire, how does it feel to be Apprentice of the Year Shropshire?
Yeah, I did not expect it all. I'm very grateful and very proud, to be honest. Yeah, just very happy.
So there you go, folks. That's all of the 2025 winners. Now, we said at the start that there's no losers, really, on a night like this. Every single winner and finalist has a framed certificate on the table at the back of the hall over there near table 15. So please don't leave tonight without collecting your certificate. So on behalf of everybody involved in putting this event on, from Shropshire Business, from Shropshire Live, from Baxter Production and Sbltv, thank you so much for your support. We're so glad that we were able to repeat this event this year after it made its debut in 2024. Do you think there's an appetite for doing it again? Let's hope that this time next year we'll be here to celebrate some more brilliant apprentices, some more fantastic employers who are supporting apprentices. And if the entries over the last 2 years are anything to go by, the competition and the appetite for this is definitely there. So thank you so much for your support. The party will be starting in a few minutes' time, but before it does, can I invite every one of our winners up onto the stage, please, with their trophy, and a representative of our employer winners with their trophy as well, please. Let's give them a round of applause and thank you very much.